And that swung on and missed for strike one.
Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
I think Lawrence is pretty consistent and respected for his strike zone. He doesn't seem to miss many pitches too often.
And a big swing there by Braun, but he comes up empty. No balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning.
3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. After 1, no score. Chris Carter will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off.
Chris Carter. Come on now, get ahead of him.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Hey, nobody.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And a knuckleball ties him in knots there, and that's the first out.
Here's a close-up of how he grips that knuckleball. You can see it's not really his knuckles that grip the ball, but rather his fingernails that really dig into the seams. And that's such a tough pitch to throw, and even more difficult to master.
One down here, fellas.
Standing in now, Roger Robinson. As he can't get a barrel on the knuckleball that time, it's strike 1. Getting on base, a big problem as you see the average there. 6 home runs and 22 RBIs. And he falls behind 0-2. Big swing and a miss at the knuckler, and now there are 2 gone.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's taken him too long to get into his groove here. He's now struck out 3 of the first 5 guys he's faced, and I'd say that he's looking pretty strong early on.
Hey, get ahead right here.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back at Miller Park in Milwaukee as we get you set for the top of the 3rd. Into the box, Cody Collins. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Collins. Here we go now, one at a time.
Garza sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Well, I'll tell you, anytime you go through a streak like this where you just keep getting base hit after base hit after base hit, you know, people start to take notice of what you're doing.
A.J. Pollock will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Taken high and deep to right. Robinson
Going back on it. Still going back.
out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year. And Arizona moves out in front now 2-0.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past.
Julio Ramirez will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
When you're hitting under 200 on the season, you've got to come up with a good performance every once in a while, and yesterday was one of those.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he's retired here, one away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Stepping in, Eldon Haar, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Hey, let's go right here.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit to short. Segura has it. On to first, and very quickly, two are gone here in the home third.
Batting ninth, catcher, Matt Garza.
Matt Garza
Digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're still down. It's 2-0. Leading off the inning, Scooter Gennett, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Oh, a little too anxious on the slow floater there, 1-1.
68 miles an hour. I mean, that's barely the speed limit. You don't see pitches that slow too often.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
2-2 count. Here it comes. And a knuckleball ties him in knots there, and that's the first out.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location. But, he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Now to the plate, Wesley Cheney, his last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
1 out. We got 1.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Fastball called for strike 2.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, so much for your number 1 and 2 guys being your table setters. And they're both gone now on back-to-back strikeouts.
Two down here.
Here's Ryan Braun now. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
Oh, 1 pitch is a knuckleball that misses 1-1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk here would at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, this guy has some power.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Tomas moves over, and that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail it here 2-0.
Come on, big guy. Get
The
your pitch
pitcher,
on.
Cody Collins, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Line toward the alley in left center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Striding into the box, A.J. Pollock. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
And 1 time right now. Kid.
Garza pauses. Here it is on 0-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Runner tags from second as the catch is made here shy of the track.
Look.
And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
A little bit of a risk there with 2 away. You don't want to run yourself into a double play.
Gene Segura digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Diamondbacks strand a pair, but they're on top 2-0. Leading off the inning, Chris Carter, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
And after another swing and miss on a pitch out of the zone, I think it's time to start taking a different approach.
Yeah, they've fallen behind way too easy, haven't they?
Here we go, boys.
You're just not going to have a lot of success when you're always behind in the count.
I got a ball.
He'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. You know, that's more than the rest of these guys can say.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders.
Well, it's just business as usual for him, Matt. He leads the National League in that category. So far this year, nobody's had an answer for his stuff. He's been dominant. Not only that, but the defense behind him has been rock solid as well.
One away, one away.
First pitch of the at-bat. Roger Robinson started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1.
Hey, come on, guys.
Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. One and two.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Still 1 and 2 as he fouls it away. One and two. Here it comes. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Ready on 1 and 2.
That's a ball.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2 and 2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Jonathan Villar stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1 and 1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1 and 2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Here's the 1 and 2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Julio Ramirez will stride in as he'll be tasked with starting out things in the Brewers' half of the 6th.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Wow, talk about a difference that 24 hours makes. Yesterday, these guys were hitting everything in sight, but things sure have changed this time around. They haven't been able to get anything going at all.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eldon Parr. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Here we go.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Won't go after that one, and it's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. If he keeps throwing the way he is, he can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
Jonathan Lucroy has moved into the on-deck circle now, so that'll be the end for Matt Garza.
Jonathan Lucroy.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
I don't know if a knuckleball can actually get better as the game goes along, but it sure isn't getting worse.
Hey, play the first, play the first.
The windup and the 0-1.
Hey,
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the 6th consecutive inning here. Leading off the inning, Scooter Gennett, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
And he strikes him out here, so that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
And for you at home, all I'm going to do is direct your attention to the hits column right there. It is what it is here in the 7th inning.
Wesley Cheney will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Here we go.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
He's now thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, and that is just pounding the strike zone. He's pitching so well, and this game's getting late.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Swing and a little tapper. On to first, and there are 2 down.
The left fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Ryan Braun will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. First delivery to him on the way.
Come on, guys.
Dribbled back toward the mound. throw is up the line as it gets away. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Well, you know, this is actually a much tougher play than it looks. First, he's got to barehand the ball. Then he's got to readjust his body to square himself up to first base. And when he winds up throwing it, he throws it poorly.
And that's by him. It's 0-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back to Wisconsin right after this. Cody Collins comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Liner toward right center. Ramirez is there, and he has it for the first out.
First pitch swinging here to start the inning, and he didn't waste any time waiting for his pitch. He got it right there. Just hit it right at somebody.
Roger Robinson will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
This is not the first time today that he's chased out of the zone. And that's why he's looking at a hat trick.
And here's a ball hit in the air, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now.
And just another outstanding pitch right there. And it's not easy to do with so much on the line here in the 8th inning. But he's now down to his final 5 outs.
Jonathan Villar will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Weekly hit towards first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
4 outs to go, and if he's feeling the pressure out there, he sure isn't showing it. He looks like he's just out there throwing a bullpen session or something.
Julio Ramirez will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least 1 across before the 9th.
2 out, nobody on. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he struck him out, so he's now through 8 full innings and will take his no-hit bid into the 9th. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They trail things here 2-0. striding in to start the ninth, Eldon Parr, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Still no hits on the board for these guys, and we are seeing some great pitching in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is taken outside for ball one. Put yourself in the shoes of that man right there. What's going through his mind right now?
Well, I would guess he's trying to approach his ninth inning the same way he has earlier, but come on, we know his heart's racing. You just got to focus on the glove and trust what your catcher's calling, because he's done a heck of a job also.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. On the ground to the left side. Thompson scoops it up, throws in time, and that's out number one.
Oh, and that's a big first out. And it's nice to get that first one out of the way. He's not home yet, though. Still two big outs to get through before it's celebration time.
Hey, we got one here.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Come on now, here we go, guys.
Bases are empty, one man out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Going for his 15th strikeout. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Struck him out. So now just one man stands between he and his no-hitter.
One out to go. Can you believe this? Man, I wonder what's going through his head right now.
Scooter Gennett will stand in now, as he is the last man to stand in the way of possible history here this afternoon.
Guys, this is the kind of game every pitcher dreams about from the time they very first pick up a baseball. But he's not done yet.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Sent on the ground out to second. And they get the force, and that will officially do it. It's a no-hitter.
Well, he's down there getting swarmed by his teammates right now, and he deserves it. Truly one of the best pitching performances that I've ever witnessed. And he puts his name into the record books with that no-hitter.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, obviously, after a no-hitter, there's not a whole lot of debate as to the identity of our top player of the game.
Yeah. But probably the easiest player of the game decision we'll have to make all year. He got some help along the way from his defense, but all in all, this was his show. And he winds up in the history books with a no-hitter.
So that'll just